What's going on, man? It's Boy Time and Passing. In today's video, you read the title, you're gonna end up just like your parents. Now, you may be thinking like, oh, what do you mean? I'm not gonna end up my parents. No way, no way. I'm gonna be better. I'm gonna be better. Stop, shut up. Let me talk for a second. So, there is scientific research, right, saying that you are going to end up in a similar or even exact situation to your parents, whether it be love, whether it be income, whether it be physically, mentally, whatever, right? For example, for love, let's say, and I pray to God that no one has to experience this, but let's say your father was abusive, right? Your father was abusive to you and your mother, right? And you have childhood trauma for that. You might, when you grow up, you may think, oh no, I'm not gonna abuse my kid. I'm not gonna abuse my significant other. No way, I'm better than that. You may end up doing it anyway because that's the only love that you know, and that's the only love that you're attracted to, right? You stuck around to that love. Of course, it might not have been your intention to, but you still stuck around to that love. So you are automatically attracted to that love. You're attracted to that hostile, abusive love, that toxic love. And that's why so many girls, they prefer the bad boys. You want to have fun, right? It's because, hey, it may not even be their fault. It may just be their family. That might be abusive. You might have left the house, right? Like, so many people are fatherless, right? Especially when it comes to like being raised, right? So many people don't have fathers in their lives or proper father figures in their lives that they grow up either, not to say soft, but soft, right? Feminine, all that, or they grow up abusive, right? Because that's all they've seen from their father. That's all they've seen from their role model, right? Role model, parentheses. Because abusive dad is not a role model. No way, sir. No way. But yeah, you're gonna end up just like your parents. In terms of financially, if you really just sit on your ass and really don't do anything for your youth, right? Like 0 to, like, I'd say like 15 earliest, I guess you can start doing like 15, maybe even 14, 13. Like, as soon as you hit your teens, you can basically start doing some of these good habits, right? From like 0 to 12, you don't even know how to walk. You're not gonna be doing any of this like, oh, I meditate at 12 years old, right? You could be working out, playing sports, staying active. Like, that's good, right? It's a good habit that a lot of people have, that a lot of people actually don't have, right? Working out, obviously beneficial, but that's neither here or there, right? If you, from 13 to 18, kind of just waste your time, being on social media all day, playing video games. Oh God, playing video games. Yikes. I can say this because when I was 13 to where I am now, 17, I played so much video games. As soon as I got a PS4, oh, it was over. Every weekend, I'd just be playing 3, 4, 5. I think I went up to maybe 9 hours one time. It was insane. it was insane. Right, I would just be playing. Right, sometimes I wouldn't play. Sometimes I would. But when I play for a long time. Right, I used to like, oh, I'm only playing on weekends. I'm only playing on Saturdays. I'm not really playing, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Right, and then high school came and I went to Friday. Right. It was hard. But hey, that's neither here or there. We're talking about you're gonna end up just like your parents, right? If you basically sit on your ass the entire time, you don't know about self-improvement, you don't try to improve yourself, you just kind of go through the motions of life, you're gonna end up exactly like your parents. What I mean by that is that you're gonna probably end up in a dead-end job, right, to provide you money to just barely scrape by, or barely like not scrape by, right? And you won't really have money. You have like a little bit of money, to like for your hobbies. You have a little bit of money for future things, right? Maybe you can invest and then you can retire at 50 or 60, and then you can say, oh yeah, now I can enjoy my life. That's basically the path your parents are headed right now. Like, not to be harsh, but it's the truth, right? That's the path that your parents are headed right now, right? That 9 to 5, that kind of dead-end job that they've been in for years. Maybe they got a couple promotions, right? Maybe they got a couple demotions. You never know, right? But like, it's just that straight line. And don't get me wrong, I'm grateful for it, because if my parents didn't go through that pathway, right, where they're able to make money, make a living, support for their family, we all wouldn't be here, right? So I'm of course grateful for that. But I'm saying, do you want to end up basically having like a generation or multiple generations of just this straight line, or do you want to be better? Do you want to be above average? Do you want to be great? Do you want to be successful, right? Because this not only applies to like you, it applies to your future kids as well. If you really don't take action now, then it's hurting your future kids' life, and your future kids are going to end up exactly like you, because that's all that they see. Just someone really not really, goes to work, comes back home, and just sleeps, right? Or plays video games, or goes on social media all day, or takes drugs, or doing all the bad habits, not like improving themselves, right? Not trying to make more money, not trying to exercise, not trying to improve their mental health. That's probably really, really fucked because of all the, the stress from financial stability and being having to take care of the kids, wife, family, all that, right? They're going to grow up like that, and it's going to be a generation of these subpar lives, right? And it takes like a lot of self-improvement and a lot of dedication and hard work to change that. And even so, it's not guaranteed. Like, I wish I could say it was guaranteed, but even so, a lot of people don't end up making much progress anyway, so it's not really guaranteed, you know what I mean? So in the terms like financially or mentally, you could stay stuck at this line if you don't try to improve yourself. That's why I always try to say, improve yourself, work on yourself, focus on yourself, right? Because you're not only doing it for you, you're doing it for your future generations, right? And if you don't do it, then you're hurting your future generation. Every single time you decide to go, I want to play video games for 1 hour today. I did such a lot of hard work. I'm going to unwind. I'm going to rest. I'm going to play some video games. I'm going to, just a little bit of weed. Like, no. Your future self's going to be directly affected. Your future kids are going to be directly affected. Your future wives are going to be directly affected. Their kids are going to be affected. It's like a long traditional list. Every decision is important.